Hello, I am Marta. I am 46 years young. I am from Cincinnati, Ohio, and both my parents are Colombian. How the Latinx community is being represented, I think that there has been some strides, but there still is a long way to go. Um, you know, when I growing up, I felt as if that, Latinos, Latinx was nothing but, you could either be a gang member, you would be or in the sense for Colombianos, was usually in the sense of drug cartels, sense of that sorts. So basically knowing that, there's Latinos playing cops now or anything else, I think there's just better representation out there, but still got a long way to go, to be honest with you. Being born and raised here, I felt that I was pretty much Americanized from the start. So I don't think it's really affected me as much as, say, someone else that has grown up somewhere else in a very heavily Latino community. I grew up being one of the only Hispanics in my grade school. I was surrounded by Caucasian individuals. So I pretty much felt as if that I was in a position where, I was the term that Latinos have used, where you're kind of blending yourself in when you can pass off as a Caucasian individual. And I think being seen that way by a lot of my peers and classmates growing up was something that definitely affected me in a way like, I'm not white though, so I think that it's, even sometimes some people have still seen me as a Caucasian individual. Go figure. So body standards in the Latino community are curves, more curves, and more curves. But the caveat is that you have to be feminine with those curves. Those curves have to be feminine. Something where I never really saw myself. I grew up within a family that had very well endowed top half and a very round bottom half. I guess some people would say I was blessed with a very well endowed top, but it was something that I absolutely detested growing up. It was something that made me extremely self-conscious. I didn't actually like that about myself for the longest time. And I hated shopping. I still remember one day bathing suit shopping with my mom and leaving the mall in tears because nothing would fit me up top. Everything else from the waist down would be fine, but up top would definitely be a struggle. Or another one that actually sticks out to me is for a friend's wedding. And the bridesmaid dress had to be 6 sizes larger to fit my chest. So, and I remember the look, I saw it as pity, but the look of the sales lady not wanting to tell me the size that she had to give me. And so 20 years ago, I decided to do something about it, and I had breast reduction surgery. And the best decision I ever made, because I knew that even though my parents, especially my father, was not really privy to the idea, I knew that I wanted to do it for myself because of the struggles that I felt, not just with shopping or just feeling better about myself, but also being able to shop, being able to shop in regular sizes, or also, just my body in general. I don't have what typically people think of as a feminine type of body. I have, even people in my family have always considered themselves more stocky build. So I think that's something that I struggled to growing up, was my build. I was, I remember the, comments that especially the males would make that I had a body like a guy, I had a body like a dude and all this type of stuff. So it was changing that later on, to make it, how can I use that for myself, or being able to go ahead and, I play football, for 10 years, professional football, ladies football, tackle football. And that was something that, I could use my lineman built to the advantage. I would love to see more bodies that look like myself. I'm not talking about curvy, because yes, while I do have curves, I also have a stockier build, and I would love to see people such as a body such as myself to be able to see that out. And, it doesn't matter if it's, social media or something like that, but just to be able to see that and be celebrated more. I think there's way too much focus on, how females have to look a certain way, be a certain type, be a certain height, be a certain skin color, be a certain type of way. And I think to go past that norm, dress a certain way, and to go past that and to see that there is more so, just different body shapes and sizes. I want to see it even more, and not to be seen as, this is a plus size model. This is this is a model that happens to be plus sized. I think realistically and honestly, I think that's something that women are on a journey every day of their lives. And when I think of, I can do the very, obvious thing, I think that my eyes are gorgeous. I think that I tan really well. I can say that I love my skin. It's quite the envy of a lot of people in the summertime. But I guess what I could say now is that I think that the way how we think about ourselves is always evolving, especially as people get older, and as a person that is, premenopausal, I would suspect, being in my mid-40s now. I think that body's changing again. And I think that is something that I'm still learning as well. But one thing I will say is that I have boobs a person half my age now, and I love that.